Appliance Factory and Mattress Kingdom, the nation's largest discount appliance dealer. Visit our website for deals and store locations near you.
Now, this is a job that I would say most people should not do, okay? There is a lot of little wires in there. There's a lot of things in there that you can damage and that you can break. And if you break them, they're not repairable. Hello, America. This is Keith, your friendly neighborhood technician, coming at you with some more wonderful information. Today, we're going to talk about removing the ice maker for replacement or repair of your Samsung refrigerator. Now, honestly, if you got a brand new one and it stops working, call somebody, let them come in and do it, because that's what you pay for when you get your initial warranty. But you've had it for a few years, it stops making ice. I'm gonna show you how to take it out. It's not real easy, it can be done, but you really have to be careful on a couple spots, because if you do damage some things, you could wipe out your entire cooling system. Okay, so you want to be careful. But now we have our Samsung French door, we have our ice maker. You're gonna pull your ice maker out, pretty much, ice maker tray. Now, this is what we're looking for right here, okay? That is your ice maker. Now, obviously, let's say your auger is not working or things like that, we would also need over that too. But you got to be really careful on this, because it's really some very delicate parts in here. First thing we want to do is we want to remove this panel, because you see how this wire comes down behind there? We can't remove this until we get this off. Okay, it's pretty basic, pretty easy. It's Phillips screwdriver. Okay, don't lose your screws. Okay, now this, it comes, so you got to look this, there, it comes forward and it comes right off. The fun part, our ice maker is right here. You've got to make sure you get your plug out, okay? But before we do this, if you look right in here, there's a screw right there. You have to take that screw out, because this ice maker basically has part of your cooling system go through there to make your ice. Take your screw, that's it, don't lose your screw. And this, if you look under here, there's one clip way over here. There is no really good way of getting it to come down. You just kind of pop it out. Now we want to disconnect our wire. It's just a plug and play, okay? There's a little clip right here, okay? That is actually holding the ice maker in place. So I'm gonna grab it here, I'm gonna grab it here, and I'm gonna pull it forward if I can. Okay? It came forward just a bit. You see that little silver bar there? That is part of your cooling system. This isn't gonna come out without us having to gently move that. You wanna bring it down just a bit, and then your bar is gonna come down. Okay, you wanna bring that down, and then this will, like I said, it comes off. Okay? You're replacing the whole assembly. You're not doing a piece, you're not doing anything like that, you're replacing the whole assembly. Your auger motor doesn't work. This is what I was talking about being careful of, is this. That has free coolant running through there. You want to be careful of that. If you're at all any percent scared, have someone come out and do it, because you break that, your whole system's gonna stop cooling, your whole refrigerator at this point gonna be basically worthless. That's non-repairable, okay? You can't fix that. So now, if I want to get this out, this is my auger system, so I'm going to disconnect it here, okay? These are basically they only go in one spot, okay? Do you see this little thing right here? That is a clip. That is actually holding that in place. We have to get that up and pull it out at the same time. And it may take us several tries, it's not easy, but this is your auger assembly. This is what circulates cold air, this is what throws your ice, this is what actually decides if you want it crushed or cubed, okay? You replace the whole assembly. You don't replace just one part, okay?
How do customers tell which one's broken? Is it the ice assembly or the auger assembly?
Well, if you take this out and there's ice cubes, this is not allowing the ice to come out. This is not throwing the ice out. If you don't have ice cubes, your ice maker's bad, okay? But if you have ice cubes in this and you does not want to bring them out or come out, this is probably what your issue is, because of the little motor back here that turns, okay, and it causes the auger to thing out. Now to put it back in, it's basically a reverse process. It's a real tight fit, but it goes in until you get the clip, and then that sits in place, and then you take your clip and make sure you clip it in, and then make sure you also put it in where the wires go. It just clips right in there. Don't force it. It's either gonna go in or it's not. If you make it go in, there is a chance you could ruin a pin. And then this is not replaceable. This is replaceable, but that's not replaceable. So you want to be careful, okay? Now you want to make sure this is open. If you look under here, you see this little horseshoe right there? That is what this sits in. That gets cold, that freezes this, that freezes your fridge, okay? So you get it in, okay? And now you get it, and you push it till it clips. So now you got this in. Now I'm going to put this, reconnect this. Like I said, it should go in easy. If you have to force it, you're doing something wrong, okay? It'll just should pop right in. Give it a little, quick pull on the bottom, make sure it's in. Now this, we want to push back in until it goes up, okay? I'm gonna take my screw. Okay, so now you got that part in. Now your next part in, this goes in, and it clips right in there. And then it'll take this, and then if you lined it up correctly, you'll see the hole, and it goes right back in there. Okay? Now, one of the biggest ways to tell is, if you've got ice in here, and it's not coming out, there's a good chance your auger motor's got a problem. Okay? If you don't have ice in here, and you don't get ice coming out, odds are your ice maker's a problem. Now, this is a job that I would say most people should not do, okay? There is a lot of little wires in there. There's a lot of things in there that you can damage and that you can break. And if you break them, they're not repairable. I would not recommend this for a lot of people, but it is doable. You can do it yourself. But assess, can you use a screwdriver correctly? Yes, you know what end goes in, but are you mechanically capable? If you have to ask, am I? You're probably not. Most people who know that are mechanically just have no problem going, let me at her and let me go get her, okay? So don't forget to subscribe and like this YouTube channel and come back for some more wonderful information, and you folks have a good week.